All right. Well, thought I'd come up Kingsburg today, do a piece on the depot. Caught the local here at Sunmade. Hell, knowing the way things are up here during the day, it's liable to be the only train I see up here today. Well, I had to run up to Shafter this morning to the DMV, take care of some DMV stuff, pull over here on the way back home to get some pictures of an abandoned place and getting ready to leave. And here come this BNSF. And this is the BNSF mainline along Central Valley Highway. He is not going very fast for this section of track. Sun's in a terrible position for this, but as I always say, sometimes I just take what I can get. He is slowing down. Well, this guy, I moved ahead, and this guy had a yellow over red back there, but it must have cleared him through. Here he comes at speed. Highball of westbound at Una, just north of Bakersfield. And I sat here for a minute, and here come the Amtrak. All right, now you can leave. Okay, here we are back up in Fresno on May 7th. This is train going by on the main line off to the left, and you can see the UP tracks on the right, the BNSF yard at Calwa. And I was using the Phoenix, which I was very unfamiliar with at this time, and as you've heard me say, it gets kind of sketchy once it gets more than 500 or 600 feet away from you. I was dealing with that. So you'll see a lot of the brakes in this. But yeah, if you look, see, just like that. If you look down there, you'll see the head end of the train crossing the UP tracks. That is the interlocking at Calwa. And to the right there, you see one of the structures for the California High-Speed Rail. And I'll put a link in the description below of the video I did about the California high-speed rail. And you see the end of the train going by. There were some locomotives moving around in the yard when I got there. There were a few of them. By the time I got the drone up, I didn't know that train was coming, and that locomotive there was moving around when I got there. That one was parked the whole time, as was the oil train here that's got the UP locomotive in the consist. And for those of you who don't know, aren't familiar with Fresno, Fresno is at the south end, the very south end. Calwa is at the very south end of Fresno, down in the industrial area. But yeah, these two locomotives here, we're still doing some stuff. And another thing is that when I use the Phoenix, as it is with the Ruco drone and with the BNSF, I have to use my phone as the screen, and it is really hard to see in the sun. Even with the DJI that I have that has an all-in-one controller, that screen's hard to see too, but it's a larger screen, so it's not quite so bad, but it can really be hard to see what you're actually looking at. But yeah, this guy was moving back into the yard, and I was hoping that they would do some switching that I could catch for all of you from the air. But yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, he just moved back in there, and I don't even know if he coupled up to anything. I couldn't hear him from where I was, but he didn't move anymore. He just sat there. So yeah, little action from the air in Fresno. Keep shooting me the ideas. Drop them in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, become a member. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you at the next adventure.